Okay.
Okay.
Tell me about. I think that the three questions is a lot. It's not related to this picture. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, I
Let me check other task for. Yeah, there aren't any pictures there.
that's why like it's like
Okay.
that's one, but we have to like wrap it up. Uh, yeah, to collect the three answers.
Oh, okay.
Just like
I
another that's one, but not about. I don't know what that's about.
Okay. Let me create a new tab to turn on our talk.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
Oh shit.
Mm,
Can we go?
we will we will have a minute to prepare ideas for these questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, and a minute passed. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hello, hello.
Yeah. So, there are three questions for you. Tell me about a time when you went a long journey. How did you feel about it? How do people travel long distance in your country?
So in the past, I have a long journey. But when I was at grade 11, like I think we traveled from our home country to a tourist attraction for our
Mhm.
holiday. And after the journey, I feel very tired. Actually, I'm exhausted when reaching the destination, and that would not be very funny to travel long distance at all. And I think that the long distance is also needed, but we can somehow make it easier by traveling with more updated vehicles like planes or trains. And in my country, people travel long distance by a lot of transportation, like the train, the plane, and they can also use car because our country, the road spread all over the country. We can go from the north to the south, just using the road called highway first aid, and for that reason, traveling long distance by car is quite popular in our country, and traveling long distance by plane and train would take would be not as popular as the car way. But I think overall, the destination will be the same when you reach that point. Okay,
Uh, I think it's about 1 minute, 1 minute and 50 seconds
okay,
because I disrupt my my network.
okay, no problem. I think that's okay. Shit.
Okay. I think that is quite it is more easier because easier because we adapt we get to you answer some question like in the task tree, so it's quite easy to answer a long answer, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
let's move on to my turn.
Okay. I think we should say that. And yeah. Now you answer three questions, right?
Mhm.
We will just say that instead of reading over the three questions. It'll take a little
Mhm.
bit longer. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
now is your time to answer three questions.
Mhm. Actually, I didn't have true time is about in 3 to 4 days. To be more specific, is a trip of my family to Halong Bay on summer vacation. This trip have my family, my siblings, my aunt, my uncle, and my grandma. So we spent about 3 days on Halong Bay together to relax my mind. And after get to Halong Bay, I feel a bit exhausted because you know that it's quite far from my hometown to Halong Bay. But after that, I feel very thrilled because I can spend time with my family, can have a barbecue, can go swimming, and about travel in my country with some domestic destinations. People usually use train or plane or even car to get some trendy and hot destinations like Sapa or Dalat. Uh, about and with foreign destinations, people must use train, must use plane or boat to get there. So I think it's very convenient. Shit. Yeah. What did you? Why do you laugh?
Because I don't know. I think you'll be able to organize the time better. You know.
Yeah. Um, Let me see.
Okay.
Okay. I find that it's quite mess.
I think the
The same situation with yesterday. Our answer is quite messed, you know.
yeah.
It is quite tough to arrange a long answer according a logical order. So
You should know that my mind is not working properly now. You should use short sentence. You know?
okay,
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Mm,
We don't even have
okay.
a picture here. Shit.
Yeah. And when I see the whole picture, I find that only the first task I have a picture a picture which improve ideas for us, and the other don't have.
Yeah.
So we will spend 1 minute to uh, prepare ideas. So 1 minute start right now.
Okay. Shit. So irritating.
Okay,
Okay.
time left. Okay. Well, the last question is quite tough, right?
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you want to try first or not?
You wanna try first?
Yeah. Okay. I
Okay.
will try first.
Okay. So you answer three questions starting now. Okay.
Okay. Um, Actually, in my country, I think that there are a lot of kinds of music. Our people in my country here right now, including the pop, rap, music from US and UK, and so on. So I think the most popular kind is V-pop music and rap. First, about V-pop, is quite typical in Vietnam because we have some colleges to for singers. About rap, I think that is quite exciting to some people, but underdog of rap is have a long oh, shit.
What
Uh,
you want to say?
uh, uh, nguồn gốc lâu đời. Ừ.
Uh, oh shit, I don't know either.
Uh, a long a long a long process.
No. Uh, oh, fuck the word.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
remember?
I think
Okay.
I will use other ideas. Actually, in my country, I find that there are a lot of kinds of music people use you often hear, including music from US, UK, rap, V-pop, or Korean, K-pop, and so on. But I think the most prized are V-pop and rap. The first one is V-pop is very typical in Vietnam because we have some colleges for Vietnamese singers. And about rap, um, there is a word for this guy called underdog, and About me, I think that I often listening to music in my free time because music helps me relax my mind, help me feel comfortable, and so it's very useful to me. And I think that some cultures can produce a lot of music because it's more easier to transfer from words into music. So and some others is more difficult. So I think is a reason for the last question. But I think that it also will make the biodiversity, no, the shit, biodiversity. Tôi đang định nói sự đa dạng vậy thì đó nói biodiversity đi rồi. À,
For, for that diversity,
ok,
đúng rồi.
đúng tôi tưởng biodiversity là đa dạng sinh học.
À, ông nói biodiversity à? Tôi nghe được
Ừ.
diversity thôi. Tôi không nghe được từ bio.
Biodiversity là đa dạng đúng không?
Diversity là đa dạng thôi.
Ok. Đúng mớn ảo thật.
You
Mẹ mới
try
tạo ra
again.
đa dạng sinh học luôn. I will give you this turn and maybe next turn I will try again.
Okay.
So I have three questions for you.
Okay.
The first one, tell me about music that come from your country. The second, how do you feel when you hear or listen to music? And the last one, why do some cultures produce so much music and others so little?
So, in my country, there are a lot of
Mm-hmm.
uh, traditional music. I uh, I can list some Bắc Ninh văn học folk song, ca
Mm-hmm.
trù, châu văn, and
Yeah.
I think that the most my favorite one is Bắc Ninh văn học folk song, and that's also where I live, and that's I'm
Mm-hmm.
very proud of when I go around city, and I have something to show them about my uh, home country. And when I listen to music, I often listen to pop music and rap music, and my favorite artist is Denver and some other foreign music band like Linkin Park and the wait a minute, it's like oh, I forgot the band, but um, when listen to music overall, I feel very relaxed, and some
Mm-hmm.
songs also have me also inspire me a lot to keep moving and doing what I'm doing. And where to answer the third question, why do some countries produce so much music? I think that because of their circumstance in their living condition is very harsh, so that they need music uh, uh, to cheer them up and to keep them keep working for their life. And the other living in such an beautiful place, and they don't have to work so hard, and therefore they don't need music to have them. Okay.
Okay, nice.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
wanna
I
try
will
again?
try.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think our pace is quite quick. So if we keep this way, I think we will finish about three tasks this
Obviously,
way.
that's our plan, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In my opinion, I think that sorry. Actually, in my country, there are a lot of kinds of music, maybe from all over the world, including US, UK, K-pop, V-pop, or rap. But I think that the two most popular kinds are V-pop and rap. V-pop is quite uh, obvious because it's a typical kind in Vietnam, and we also have some colleges for Vietnamese singers. About rap, we have a word for this kind, uh, and it was called underdog. And we also have some very hot program named Rap Việt and King of Rap. Um, about me, I often listening to music when I feel frustrated. It helps me to relax my mind, um, to feel more comfortable. And I also sometimes I also use music to uh, focus on my job. And the last question, I think that some cultures produce so much music because it's got this culture is more is easier to produce, to transfer words into music easier the others. So it's very great. Oh shit. Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, no, uh, no, no, no. Um, yeah, okay. Oh shit, not done. Okay, we will have well 1 minute for preparation and 2 minutes to say.
Okay.
Yeah, so time to preparation start now. Okay, time left. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, it's your turn. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have three questions for you. The first one, tell me about a time when you visited a very tall building. The second, how did you feel about it? And the last one, why do you think so many cities have tall buildings?
So okay. So when I came to Hanoi to study university, I
Mhm.
I stayed at a house near the Vincom building, and when
Yeah.
I had free time, I and my friends had went there for like hanging out and playing, and that was the time when I visited a very tall building. I can call it like a skyscraper, and when getting into that building, I our group went to a very high floors, and we have the view that we have the view of the whole city. I I feel like the whole city is down my feet, and I feel like that I'm very superior. And I think that the feeling is great. And for the last question, uh, many cities have tall buildings because of several problems. As in the city, your area, your resident area, uh, your basement is not large enough, and it must have a lot of store and another stuff that get money for the uh, um, landholder. And for that reason, land is very rare, and you have to build tall building in order to be the place for people to live in. And that's one reason. And the second is that tall building will have a lot in reducing the energy that must be used. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I actually didn't believe the fucking Lincoln Tower. I made that up.
So I thought that you spend a lot of time for the last one, right?
No,
About
I think I used the most time for my first and second one, like about 1.5 minutes, because I haven't seen any like the view of that fucking reason. I have to think, I have to make it up, yeah, by
yeah,
heart.
okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
let's move to your turn. Hmm.
Mhm.
So tell me about time when you visited a very tall buildings. How did you feel about it? And why do you think so many cities have tall buildings?
Uh, Actually, I have visit a tall building or a skyscraper. Few sorry. Let me see. Uh, Actually, I have visited a very tall building or a skyscraper very many times. But the most memorable to me is uh, mm, the shit. Okay, I can focus on my answer.
Okay.
Uh, Actually, I have visited a very tall building or a skyscraper many times. But the most memorable to me is that the once is that I went to Vincom Plaza with my aunt and my sibling. This time we spent time together to shop something and watch films. So about my feeling is quite amazing. You know, it's very surprised. I feel this building is very modern. This very huge, and everything is very gorgeous. So I wonder myself that why they can build some building like this. And um, about the last question, I think that do you know urbanization? Urbanization is very quickly, so there are a lot of people get to big cities to find a good job. So is have so many cities have a problem that they don't have adequate accommodations for everyone. So they must build some very tall buildings to improve house for everyone. and it's also help us help them to save space. Okay, it's a lot of hesitations.
Yeah,
Mhm.
try
Okay,
again. Mhm.
I let me see. Okay. Actually, I often visit a very tall building or um, oh shit. Um, Actually, I often visit a very tall building or a skyscraper every week because I often hang out with my friends. Uh, so my friends often want to go somewhere. Oh shit. Okay, I want to change the idea, but I think it's not good.
What?
Mhm. Okay, okay. Uh, Actually, I have visited a very tall building or a skyscraper many times. But the most memorable to me is that I went to a skyscraper with my friends and my families on trip vacation. So it's very funny because we can spend time together. Um, about my feeling, I feel it very good. We can spend time together to shop something. In there are many of brands, so you can choose what you like. And you can also can watch some films. Um, I also find this kind of building is very modern. So everything is gorgeous. Uh, and in this building, you can find that is you very tiny, and the world is so huge. And about the last question, I think that many countries improve urbanizations. So many people want to want to get a big city to find good job. Um, it mm, it arrived. It raised a problem that there are a lot of people in city, but we can supply enough accommodations for us, so we can solving is the resolution for government. Okay,
Yeah.
what do you feel about practice tonight?
What? Um, Obviously,
What do you think about our practice
hello,
tonight?
hello. Can you hear me? Hello, hello.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
actually, my mind is not working properly now. You know, I'm so bothered now. I have been,
Really?
yeah, I have, I was having a meeting before I practicing with you. That was kind of like fucked up. and and
Mm, so as you, if tomorrow we have to take an exam, are you ready?
what? What did you say?
If tomorrow
Yeah, yeah,
if tomorrow you have to get take an exam, are you ready? APTIS exam.
yeah. I can be ready. No problem. not a big deal.
Yeah, really?
Yeah,
So what skill do you feel most confident?
uh, what did you say? Mm.
What skill do you feel most confident?
Uh,
Confident. Okay.
okay, I feel very confident about my we have listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So I think that the most confidence I have is about hoping. I'm
Really?
just kidding, but I think that maybe my best part would be listening. I can do the first like 14 question, not so hard. But with another
Mhm.
three question is quite tough. And reading, I don't know. And speaking, yeah, the
Yeah.
toughest. And writing, more a little bit more tough. But I think
Because
that
I think the reason why you feel tough because you don't try enough.
what
So
did you
if
say?
you try more,
Uh,
I think why the reason why you feel hard because you don't spend much time for this skill. If you try more, I think you can do better.
okay, I hope so. And for another problem, how do you think we'll go to Hanoi for the exam? Yeah, I have heard that
Mm,
the bus is not going from Bắc Ninh to Hanoi. Mm,
really?
yeah,
I don't know
it's
now. Okay.
only going from our hometown to Bắc Ninh, and there's no bus connect Hanoi and Bắc Ninh now. Yeah, quite tough.
Yeah. Let me see. So if we don't use bicycle, I will. Motorcycle. I think we should take the car,
Yeah.
but mm, it have a bit high price, about 70,000 Vietnam.
Mhm. I think at this time when everything is become more tense, it would be more, shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And moreover, how can we make sure that we have the same time testing? If it
Mhm.
was like I test in the morning and you test in the afternoon. Shit.
Do you have time retest?
What?
Do you have time for this test?
Uh,
I don't receive schedule to this test actually.
yeah, me too. They only say that they will send me a couple days before the test.
Yeah. But my friend said that is in the morning.
Yeah, you. Mm, hope that we get the same.
But I think so. What do you think um, if we go to our university by motorcycle?
I'm not sure. I have the license, but I don't know the way. Uh,
Yeah, me too. And other problem I scared that
yeah,
I'm afraid of when we don't
police. Yeah.
know much about way, yeah, we can be cut by police.
So I think that going by car is our best option. Yeah.
Mm, okay, let me see. Bus from Hanoi don't go in Bắc Ninh, right?
Yeah, I heard that. You I think you should make sure
Um,
the spas. If the spa, it would be it would be very, very great.
mhm.
Mhm. If it's not, we have to find a way, eh, mm, because we want to do it. We find a way. Okay. Okay.
So that's it today. Do you want to take a rest right now?
Yeah. So
Okay.
goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. See ya.
Okay.